First thing, I see it on social media. Some guys were upset I didn't talk about it with Kenny Florian was here with the whole Ariel Helwani thing. I don't know all the ins and outs. I didn't know all the details. So you know how I am when it comes to this stuff. So with Ariel, man, he's our Adam Schefter. He's our freaking Dan Patrick. He's the, if it's late night, he's our Jimmy Fallon. So for a guy like that to get fired from Fox or leave Fox, from what I hear, he got fired from Fox. It's a hit for them. I've always liked Ariel. We've had some of our differences, and, I've been on his show many of times, and he's always the guy you want to get interviewed by after because, he's the best. And he's not going to honey dick you or steer you down the wrong road or throw you under the bus or do anything like that. So he's one of the good guys, man. And when I heard that stuff, I was surprised, but we're in a new kind of lane now, that we're in a new age where it's not that big of a deal. And that's why I text Ariel this. It's really not that big of a deal, man. Okay, so you're not on UFC tonight. How many people? And listen, I love UFC tonight. I love Kenny. I love DC. If that whole network, it's part of Fox, right? I'm part of Fox. It's not that big of a deal. How many people watch that? Ev, do you know? 100,000 maybe a night? How many viewers they get? Last I saw was maybe 125, 150,000. Who gives a fuck, Ariel? You have your own show. We're a different age now. People are like, oh man, now that Ariel felt the wrath of Dana, blah, blah, blah. What wrath are we referring to? That he's not breaking news for 10 minutes on some show that's really not that popular? I get if you're an analyst on Sports Center or you're an analyst on if you're Jay and Dan or something like that and you get pulled off and you're on air all the time and you have great ratings, stuff like that, it's a big deal. For Ariel, man, when you think of MMA Report and you think the best in the business, you think of Ariel Helwani. He has all the contacts. He has everything. We're in a day and age where there really is no man to tell you what to do. Okay, so they said, Ariel, we don't want your services anymore. Nothing changes. I don't know what they were paying you. You're going to be fine. You'll make up for it however you want. You're the captain of your ship, my man. You're the captain of your ship. We don't live in a day and age where, if you're on fucking Channel 7 News in Denver and it's 1992 and you get fired, we just think your career's over. No, man. With social media, you have your own podcast, you have the MMA Hour, you have MMA Fighting, you have all this stuff. You're the go-to guy for breaking news. You still are. You have every contact in the world of MMA. You're one of the few journalists who I respect that since day one has loved MMA and followed through with it. A lot of guys failed in other sports and just jumped on MMA because it's a cool thing to do. Not Ariel, man. He's been balls deep in this from day one. So it's not that big of a deal. So when people go, man, why didn't you comment on Ariel and all that stuff? Because to me, I'm just like, oh, it's literally a blimp in the road, man. Okay, so you're not breaking news on whatever, man. You're going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal. And this is the other thing. But obviously I had to do a little bit of research, so I listened to his show and the way he addressed it. If I was him, I would have went more into detail. I thought it was a cop-out. He went, you guys are smart. You guys have figured out that doesn't do it for me, Ariel. You need to you need to be real with the fans because now you're not in that Fox suit where the man's telling you what you got to dress and what you can and can't say. If you want the fans to appreciate what you're doing and you want them to fall on board and you want them to stay true, bring them on this journey, man. Let us know what happened. Get detailed with it. What exactly happened? What was your issues? You know me, man. I'm an open book. I'll tell you exactly how it went down. When the UFC had issues, I'll let you know. I'll post the email I got from Dana. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? You want to talk to the boss? You want me to go get him. Come on in, man. What's up, man? It's Brendan Schaub. You're looking at it. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. And that's what people appreciate. Because with Ariel, a lot of people don't know this, but, working for Fox, Fox is partners with UFC. Where's his paycheck coming from? Let's go through these steps. Zuffa, Fox. So when he reports news, what do you think, what angle is he going to take? The one that's going to spotlight the UFC in the best light. I don't want that. There's a reason I don't watch those NFL Fox shows or UFC Tonight or any, because I know who's paying their bills. Don't honey dick me. Don't sugarcoat it. I don't want that. I buy a phone. I'm not going to Apple. Tell me how great Apple is. He's going to tell me how great the fucking Apple is. I'm not going to the Droid store and wondering how good the Droid is from the guy. Nope. I want the guy who doesn't benefit from what he says either way. And Ariel has a chance to take this and run with it. Now that he's with MMA Fighting and whatever his other one is. And that's his podcast?
They're one and the same. They're all under the SB Nation banner.
Okay. So, and they cover all leagues, right? Bellator, UFC,
Yeah.
World Series.
Correct.
Invicta, whatever. Cool, man. Now you can be real. Now be real. Tell us your feelings. Tell us your experience with the UFC. Do all that. And a lot of people, well, you don't want to burn bridges. What bridges, man? You're your own captain. There's no shutting down Ariel. I don't get when people are going to learn this. Now, if you're a new guy in the business, you better play game. For Ariel, the time's fine for him. So firing the kid squad, firing the kid nation, firing the kid tribe, firing the kid army, whatever you want to refer to us as. Give Ariel some love, man, because it takes some balls to go through it. But Ariel, if you listen, it takes some balls to let everyone know exactly what happened. I'm telling you, you'd be way better off if you did. There's no bridges burned either, my man. And the other thing is, I heard him saying how he has a heavy heart. Yeah, man. I mean, you should have a heavy heart. It's always personal, right? When you get fired or something like that. How'd you think this was gonna end? That's like hanging out with Ron Jeremy. I'm like, dude, he tried fucking me. Yeah, man. Hanging out with a porn star. That's what's gonna happen. And it's a horrible reference, but you sign up to lay in bed with Dana, he is not your friend. He's a businessman, and he runs one of the biggest the biggest MMA organization in the world. He is not your friend. He's about money, results, ego. Either you're part of the good old boys club or you're not. Cool, man. Don't be part of this club. You're fine, Ariel. Do your thing. Trust me, you'll be fine. So shout out to Ariel. That's all I got to say about that. I love Ariel. I think he's going to be fine. So give that guy some love. He's probably hurting. I think it's good to see, man. I do. I think it's good to see. I think it's good for the fans. I think it's good for other journalists and other analysts to know, man, like, yeah, you got to jump through some holes, but it comes a point in time where you get a certain following. Fuck that. Know your worth. Know your worth, man. Don't listen to them. Do your own thing. Create your own network. Create your own station. Create your own show. Create your own personality.